off YouTube. It's one of the things that I started living the life. It's not your life, and it's for y'all to have decent. And so yeah, that's why I chose that site that Hey guys, what's up? So it's your girl Orphea, and I am back, yes, with another video. And in this video, we're gonna talk a little bit more. We're gonna talk a little bit about, camming, because I do still have my cam content that's up. I'm not gonna remove that because it's how I started off YouTube. It's one of the things that I started off with, and the reason why I started doing my non-nude cam content slash virtual sugar baby was because a lot of girlies were getting basically shamed for doing stuff like that. And it's something, these type of things are things that have been around for years, and people have tried to shame people for their choices and their decisions. And I'm like, you're not living the life. It's not your life. And if somebody's okay with something like that, then why are you making it your problem? I was about to turn on the fan, but then I remember it gets noisy in the background, and I'm trying to like clear up my audio and my lighting. As you can see, I'm trying to evolve, you guys. Be proud of me. So I'm making myself uncomfortable to evolve, to give you guys good quality videos. So if you haven't already, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, because y'all, I'm making myself uncomfortable for y'all to have decent quality videos for me. Anyways, yeah, so it is a journey that I started to basically show women that are in the industry that it's not something that you have to be afraid of, and it's not something that you need to be ashamed of. And if you're going to be doing something, don't be ashamed of it, especially if you're doing it on the internet, because things that you do on the internet last forever, right? So it doesn't make any sense you're going to do something and then turn around and be ashamed of it. So that's basically why I started off, recording me doing the non-nude camming. I also wanted to show people that not because someone says they're a cam model does not mean that they're playing with themselves or they're doing, sexual acts themselves. Even though sometimes I'm there watching the guys doing it as they're talking to me, and for me, I don't care, because they're not, asking me to engage like that. You have a few that will ask you to engage, but it's up to you if you want to do that or not. But the site that I'm on, it is strictly prohibited, and if you're caught doing it, then you can get banned, and so banned from the entire site for life. And so yeah, that's why I chose that site that I used to do it on. And I'm using the word used to because I no longer have the time for it. So it gets down into the point of the question that was asked of me the other day. Someone saw like my old videos, and that's what they've been seeing because that's what YouTube is circulating a lot, right? And so someone saw my video and asked me and messaged me on Insta and asked me like, for some tips as a cam model. She's new and she's not experiencing success, da 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 da. So I was like, well, I'm not really doing that anymore. What I'm doing is digital marketing right now and stuff like that. So she asked me like, but I can give you some pointers. I do have videos on my page with pointers. They're still there for you to, consume and watch. So yeah. Anyways, she asked the question, she wanted to know more about the digital marketing stuff and whatever, which I'm going to incorporate all of that in this video. And so she asked me like, am I still camming? And the answer to that question is flat out, no, I'm not still camming. Like I said, doing the cam thing, I really enjoyed some of my clients that I had because they were really easy to deal with. Like they will take me out on virtual dinner dates, and pay me for that. They just want to go around, like I video call them and be around the town with them, and I get paid for that. I get paid to sit and chat to them about sports that I know nothing about, so I get to learn about that. I get to learn about different cultures and different, places without actually being there. I talk about, anime, video games, movies, and stuff like that. I get to talk about things that I'm interested in and things that they're interested in. And then you have the explicit conversation part of it. For those who like the explicit conversation, they want to tell you about their um, sexual ventures and adventures and how they explore sexually, because they feel like they can't tell people in their lives about it. So in that case, they like find someone like me and talk to me for a no judgment kind of situation, which I completely understand. Hold on. Yeah, so I completely understand like wanting to have an outlet to talk to somebody about your, sexual preferences and sexual desires, and some of them like things that you have never done before but wanted to try. And some of these guys really want to talk about doing things with other men, but they can't talk to people in their circle about it. So they feel constricted and constrained to, you know, so I'm like their judgment free place that they can come and talk to about these things and ask questions and, get certain things answered. And so I do that. I provide that. And I remember this one person that he wanted to be like an exhibitionist, and so he didn't know how to go about it. I have a couple of videos on that. And so he would normally talk to me about it, and I coached him through it till he was successful at it. And he would normally come back and tell me all of his stories and success and like thank me for, my input and how they really work and da da da. So for that part of it, for that major part of it, I enjoyed the fact that, I was there, I was able to be there to listen to people who otherwise wanted an outlet but couldn't do it in their circle, so they felt like they were being stifled. And that in and of itself was great, but people like those are rare to come by. So I'm not going to tell you that, oh, it's easy to find those. You have to weed through to find those type of people. But I was lucky enough to find for those people to come across me. And I wouldn't even call it luck, because when people come in, because I had to weed through a lot of people, I had to read through a lot of crap. People wanted to talk about, doing pedo stuff and stuff like that, and I was like not having it, incest and things like that. And I was like, ooh, that's above, that's a little bit above me. You can't pay me enough for me to sit and, listen to you say stuff like that, or, whatever. But anyways, and then you have some that likes to do race play. If you're not into that, then you're not into that. And some of them want you to be, insulting to them, and some of them want to be insultive to you. Especially being a black woman, they find that kinky, and they find that arousing. And so if you can tolerate that and whatever, and you have to weed through all of these people to get to the ones that I just mentioned before. So it sounds like sugars and roses because who I got on my roster. But before I got those people on my roster, these are the people that I had to weed through. I had to weed through people who wanted to do the whole race play thing, and use the N-word with the R-E-R, hard ER on it. And I had to weed through people like those. I had to weed through pedos, people who want to talk about, vandalizing young children. And I had to weed through people who want to, I do report them, of course, to the site, because they have a thing where you can do that reporting thing. But, I don't know what they're doing with that information. And then you have those who want to talk about incest with like their grandma or their sister or their mom or whatever. It's just weird. And you have to, and that's the reason why a lot of things don't, encapsulate me anymore. And when somebody comes up to me and try to talk like about sex in type of way, if you're not, trying to connect with me on a mental state, then I cannot, take you seriously in that factor, because I've dealt with that. Like, I'm so overly exposed to that because of being a cam model that listens, and so I'm overly exposed to that. So for me, you can't just, I have to have I've always had to have a connection with somebody in order to have relations with them, but now it's even more hyper. So, but it's not that easy. But anyways, straying from the point. So I stopped. I am not doing camming anymore. Long story short, I am not doing camming anymore, and it's not because um I have some wonderful clients that I like to talk to, and it's not because of the client base. Because, like I said, I weed through, I got those people. Those people are on my roster. Those are who I have. So, it's a bit easier for me than it is for some people. But one of the things that happened was the site that I was on dropped its rate, and they were like giving you like 20 something percent, and they were taking the balance of it. So you were doing all this work only for a couple cents, and I didn't really like that. I didn't really for me it was like, oh my god, this is not fair. And people are like, oh, try this site because you get 70% or you get 80% or you get 90% and this side and that side and that. Yeah, but I'm like, the level of protection is not on those sites, and I will have to start all over, weeding through all over, going through all of those things again to find the audience that I wanted to. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to do that. I love my previous site that I was on based off the fact that I had that high level security feature there. Even though sometimes I had long wait times, so because of that, I started doing things on a roster or schedule basis, and but the output in terms of the amount of money they were giving out, I didn't like that. So I needed something else that I could do. And then with the economy getting so bad, like those people were kind of getting less and less frequent coming on to the site, coming in, talking to you, and you making money that way. So I needed to find another way to bring in extra income. So I was doing text chat operating with that. And in doing text chat operating with that, I only had to be texting. And again, these people are talking about, doing explicit things with the particular person they believe that they're talking to, because in the text chat operating business, you are not yourself. You're not showing up as yourself. You're a bunch of fake profiles. Every message you get, you're a different girl, and you have to follow the message train and answer to these people. So some of you guys who are on these dating sites who believe that you are talking to a girl next door or in your community over in the next probably state or whatever, you're not. You're talking to a girl way in, Africa, China, Jamaica. You're not talking to anybody close to you, because these sites build these fake profiles and to pull money out of your pocket. And what this site did that I was working with, AI took over. So they had us train AI without our knowledge. So we were training AI, and so AI now learns how to like pick up on cues to respond to these guys. So now my entire company that I used to work with is now shut down because of it. And so I didn't have the text chatting to occupy my time anymore, or to bring in that extra income. And so I was only stuck with camming. And then camming, sometimes you have a long ass wait time. Sometimes you go for an entire day and you only get like a 5-minute chat, and a 5-minute chat is not a lot of money. So, and like I said, I'm in the non-nude. I'm not in the fast-paced nudity section that other girls are in. So, and even they are having a lot of issues over there too. You have girls that are making it, but you have girls who are really not. And the girls who are making it are girls who are willing to do every and anything for 50 cents, right? And so those are the girls who are making us a ton of money, because they're willing to do any and everything for a buck. And I mean literally $1. They're willing to do anything for $1. I said dollars? $1. They're willing to do anything and everything for $1. Literally $1. And so because of that, a lot of these guys have become emboldened, and so they have thousands and thousands of people coming to them because they're cheap. So if you are seeing the entire sun and moon of a woman and all you have to give her is $1 to see that, you're not going to be so inclined to go to the girl that is charging you $20 to talk to her, right? And you're going to go see the sun and the moon for $1, right? The only way you go pay the $20 is if you are really infatuated with this person and you've already built something with this person, then you would be willing to pay that $20 to that person. But if they're not, then you're not going to get that. Then you find yourself trying to, in order to make it work, you're going to have to stoop to the level of other cam. And I'm not putting them down, not because I use the word stoop to that level, not because I said stoop to, I'm not putting them down for that. That's their thing, that they're spewed, they're okay with it, they're fine with it. And because they're fine with it, I'm good with it. I don't really care. Like, be proud of what you do, mama. Do what you do. You're saving a lot of women out there from being abused in so many different ways. So if you are willing to do it for $1, then keep on doing what you do, and I appreciate you for it, because you have saved a lot of women from getting, raped or other stuff because of what you do for $1. And so I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that, a lot of other girlies are not willing to do that. So they're not experiencing success as these girlies who are doing it for, $1. Because if you're doing it for $1 and 1,000,000 people is watching you, that's $1 million, right? Meanwhile, if you're doing it for $20 and only one person comes see you for the entire week, you only made $20. And if you decide that, hey, I cannot do all of this for $1, I don't want so many people seeing me doing these things, it's a whole story. And so with that being said and that being put out there, I am no longer in the camming field because I got into digital marketing and I just do not have the time for it. I built my own digital product, and it is growing steadily and rapidly, and everyone in there, they're making it work and making it happen for them, and I really love that for them. And so because of that, it is such an amazing thing for me, and for them too, because it's amazing for me in the sense that I get to see other people flourish and grow under my tutelage, and the fact that I had I have information that can help people make so much money and so much more. So when she asked me that, I introduced her to the digital marketing, told her if it's something she want to try, she can get into it. If she don't, then that's fine, go do you, mama, but I'm not doing that anymore. And so that is the thing, I don't have time to do it anymore. That's one of the things. The second thing is the amount of payout that I'm getting for the amount of work that I'm putting in to the camming thing. It's just not worth it anymore. And a lot of guys are getting so emboldened to get really aggressive and say certain things that are really out of pocket when you get new people coming in. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with none of that. Because it gets to a point where it starts. I wasn't getting that when I just started, and for the past couple of years been doing it, I wasn't getting that. It's just recently that started to come across that, and I didn't like all of those things, things that were being said. So I've put that to rest. I've put that to bed, and so now I am strictly a digital marketer. I'm in the process of writing my own book. I'm also trying to get my son's business off the ground, where he is doing custom built books, notebooks, and what else? I know that there's something else that is missing. I am going to be translating my program into different languages soon. I just need to find the right tools and software to do it, because I am me, and I like to do things at a certain level, and I am a Virgo, so I love perfection, and so that's somewhat what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm gonna be translating my product to different languages very soon. So you heard it here first. So if anybody comes out and be like, oh, we're translating our product into this language, or our product is now translated, and they took a page out of my book. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but you have people that they they watch you, they see you do something, they know you're about to do it, and they try to force you to it and make it look like you're following their footsteps while you're not following their footsteps. You're not even following their lead. You're not watching them. You don't care what they're doing. But they want to make it look as if you are the one, they're the trendsetters for you. And really, they're just taking your ideas because you are a perfectionist and you are trying to make sure that your product is of good quality. So you're not just gonna jump and put anything out there, because I could have been done that, but I didn't want to just put anything out there. I wanted it to be nice and coordinated and neat, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Woo. Now with that being said, with all of that being said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and yes, I'm just letting you guys know right now in this video, officially, I am not with Metro anymore. I'm with AT&T. So I'm no longer in the cam industry, and for more reasons than one, but that's just a couple of the reasons why. Mainly because of my business ventures and things that I'm venturing out into. I know I've said that I would always do it, but when you find something better, why stay there? Like, I can be talking to somebody for an hour, and after the hour I only made like $30 or $20. Meanwhile, I work 2 hours a day with digital products, and I can make up to $2,000 a day. The least amount I can make with one sale of this product is $100, right? So the least amount I can make with one sale is $100. Meanwhile, one client in the cam industry can be 50 cents, right? So yeah, I am now focused on that, and I am focused on training others into doing this as well, and becoming very successful at it as well. And so that is what I am currently working on and currently doing. I think the last vlog I did a life update, and things have been going really great for me so far, in terms of my mental health and my how I am now. I'm not sad 24/7s anymore. I'm not even sad for an hour anymore, which is something I'm very much grateful for, because there are times when I do think back, and I do feel disappointed, I do feel hurt, and I do feel used. But all of this is a part of life, and at the end of the day, maybe if I didn't go through all of that, I wouldn't be where I am now, because I use my digital product as a big distraction to put in and force in a lot of work. So yeah, I've come a long way. I can say that I've come a long way, and I'm very grateful for where I'm at right now and all that I've achieved. So that is it. That's this sit down chat with me video for the week. I'm going to get back to my normal programming, which means now we're gonna go ahead and record for our weekly vlog, so you can get this on Sunday or Monday. And I'm gonna go ahead and edit this so that I can put it out right after I'm done editing it. But yeah, you guys, that's where I'm at right now. Thank you guys so much for watching me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And guys, thank you so much for your love and support, and for always being there with me, and for always supporting me, and for yeah, just thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you all. And I will talk to you in the next vlog. Bye.